breakfast is funny in hotels though, isn't it? The hotel breakfast, because they have a buffet, it's a buffet system. Basically, you don't wait and order your food, you have access to all food, which is very difficult for humans, because when you see it cooked, you want all of it. You know, when you look at the menu, I'll just have eggs. When you see everything, you're like, I want eggs and croissant and bacon and muesli. I don't eat muesli, but I want muesli and honey. I want bread, I want cheese, I want ham. But you do get some exercise, because when you come into the buffet, there'll be a person who meets you, and then they walk with you past the buffet, all the way to a seat, and as soon as you sat down, you remember it's a buffet, you get up immediately. Go back to the buffet. It's a completely wasted journey. And one by one, people do this, they come in, and they go, buffet. Why don't you just let me loose at the buffet and I'll find a seat? And sometimes people can't cope with the process. Couples will come in together. They'll sit them both down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then they sit for a bit. They sit and look before concluding, I think we should go to the buffet. And off they go. The buffet. But not everything's at the buffet. Tea and coffee is at the table. So sometimes they come round with tea or coffee, and you should I wait for him? Or I want to go to the buffet. Tea and coffee. Let's say he comes to me. Is he coming? I'm going to go to the buffet. Shit, he's coming. I want tea. Oh, tea? No, sorry, it wasn't me. Tea, coffee. Sorry, coffee. I'm going back to the buffet. Where there's all the juice you want in life. I've never seen so much juice. In the tiniest contact lens case container. You look at juice, you're like, I will feast on juice. And then you want to drink it at the buffet, but you can't. You have to go all the way back. I'm going to go back to the buffet, get more juice. I walked 17 miles out of a fucking croissant. Good exercise. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm awake, right? No wake-up call, I've got alarms, I've got a flight. Get to the airport, I'm ready, tired, exhausted, hungover, because I was bungalowed the night before. It's actually quite hard to think of any word. I just went, think of any word, and my brain went, give me a moment. It is hard. Think of any word, sir, any word. Any word. Farm, good, okay, that was tense. That really frightened you. I have never seen so much fear in a man's eyes. Sorry, I didn't plan on doing that. I just thought, let's think of any word. Farm! To be honest with you, there's no wrong answer to think of any word. You handled that very well. You know I offer no threat, you know that. People don't feel any fear from me. I'm not hard in any way. I don't have the accent. When you try and sound aggressive with this accent, it's more humiliating. Come on then, that doesn't strike fear. Come on then if you think you're hard enough. Sounds more like a homosexual invitation, to be honest. You, me, outside, now. Let's do this al fresco. Lovely day. Who knew? Lovely day. Stop at the airport, right? 4 o'clock in the morning. You remember the details. They board you in shifts, you know? They board you. They don't just say, go on, way to go. Well, they do on cheap flights. On Ryanair, they just, you just do whatever you like. Which is really tense, because everyone is trying to predict when the plane is going to go. So nothing will happen. And then suddenly one person will go, maybe the plane's going, and everyone goes, the plane might be going. And you can clearly see the plane hasn't arrived, but everyone's queuing and edging around the queue. So this is one of those more civilized flights where they say, anybody with seats 15 to 25, please make your way to the aircraft. And I check my ticket, I'm in luck. 18C. I qualify. And me and my fellow qualification people, we all make our way leisurely to the queue. You go after, I don't mind after you, we qualify. Those people don't qualify. Other people who don't qualify are starting to edge a bit. Some people sit, they remain seated, even though they qualify. These are odd people. They have this theory that the plane won't leave without us. Why get up? The plane won't leave without us. It's a good theory, it works, except if everybody had it, nobody would get up. Think about it. Just be a whole lot of people going, the plane won't leave without us. The captain going, please, but the plane won't leave without us. So then I'm in the queue, right? I'm in the queue and we're going through that process where you have your big ticket, and then they turn it into a little ticket, And then you get onto the plane where there'll be a stewardess who gives you directions to your seat. Okay? Directions to your seat. You've seen planes, right? They're long sort of tube things. Yeah, just a long thing. They go from 1 to however long the plane is, but they give you directions to your seat. I managed to dress myself and pay for the ticket, but I need you to go 18 straight down there. 42 straight down there. 16 straight down there. Thank God you were here. Last time I was in the locker for half an hour. Nobody was here. So I'm queuing up, right? And I'm queuing up behind probably the most annoying person I've ever been behind. He had big wispy hair flicking in my face. He was flicking it back. I don't know why. Who stands at that? Who's flicking? He just kept flicking. And his hair would flick on my face. And the people behind were quite close and I'm receiving these flicks. I thought, I can't stand this hair flicking person. You know, I'm hungover. It's 4 in the morning. Hair flicking. I can't believe it. Every time I relaxed, it would flick me again. It comes to his turn. He doesn't have his ticket. He starts rummaging around in a rucksack, looking for a ticket. I'm thinking, well, how does this man know that he qualifies between 15 and 25? And you could sense that the whole queue felt the same way because the tutting began in earnest. People were tutting. This is the British way. You think prick, you say tut. Think prick, say tut. Tutting all behind me. But I don't know what happened. Because I suppose it was 3 o'clock in the morning, because I was a little hungover, because of the flicking, I sort of panicked, and for some reason, I thought tut and said prick. Out loud. I actually went prick, like that. Everyone in the queue were like, no, you think prick and you say tut. What are you doing, you maverick? Sorry, I got it wrong. And of course this guy hears me, he stands up, he stops rummaging and he squares up to me. I'm now in a situation where I have a stranger squaring up to me going, what mate? What? Excuse me? What? I've just called him a prick. Now I would not have brought it up if I was not very proud of how I diffused the situation. I pretended I was a Tourette sufferer without a moment's hesitation. I said, prick, 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 fuck, 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 prick. And you could see his eyes panicking. He was looking at me panicking. And then he sort of nodded and went, all right, mate. And carried on looking at back. Well, obviously that went very well. But I did have to keep it up a little bit on the flight because he was obviously doubted me. So he would go to the loo and just sort of look over and I'd go, fuck you, prick, prick, fuck.